and see if stream is back up. Unfortunately, we had a few internet issues. Yes, it looks like YouTube has dumped that stream.
It has.
And said that we're not live anymore. Okay. Don't worry, because I can just update this. I'm
going to email, because then that link will forward, right? MRC Live, if you put that through.
Should do. Hang on. Let's just see if I can do something to make this come back. It might be live in other places, so bear with me, because we might still be live on places like Facebook and things like that. But unfortunately, if you're hearing this right now, we're having a few technical glitches. And it seems to be that we have lost part of the stream due to an internet glitch here. They don't usually happen, but when they do, they're definitely fun. So I'm still talking to you in case anyone is still picking up this stream. Let's have a look and see if we can get this all working. Okay, let's get this up here and this up here. Now, it does say that we're online still. Are we online? Is there a live video coming via YouTube in any direction or not right now? Let's see. Oh, yes. It has started a new stream. So we've basically got two parts of the stream. So I think some people will have found the stream. Good job I kept talking so that anyone is here. You are back. Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay. We got that.
Okay.
And I think we're back potentially on Facebook. Can anyone let us know if we're back on Facebook as well?
I'm just going to email everybody now as well.
We're here on YouTube. It's a second stream though. So YouTube, essentially when the internet got reconnected, we got a second stream. So good to know that.
Whoa.
Good to know that. So I think we've resumed in many places. That was very, very uncertain and very strange, but everything seems to be kind of working.
Yes.
A little bit.
Okay, so are we done? Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, we are so sorry. Our internet has dropped halfway through. I'm not quite sure why. We had a couple of dropping connections earlier today, and we were really hoping this isn't going to happen.
Sometimes it does.
Phew, gosh. Yeah. Whew, take a breath. My goodness.
Indeed. But no, everything back to normal now. It's Free Jingle Friday. We're just on another video essentially on YouTube. Facebook may well have resumed as well.
Oh, phewy.
So, Isabella, where were we before we got cut out? We were talking about the coronavirus app here in the UK.
Goodness. Yeah, you see, I was showing you the app. I was showing you the app.
Off.
And clearly Gavin was like, you're not sharing that.
That's it. Yeah, it was just immediately cut out.
There you go. Conspiracies there, right? So how about that? Okay, but we are back, and thank you so much for your patience. Just a quick reminder, just to pick up very, very quickly. If you have just joined, if you would like to have your scripts recorded, simply head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's as simple as that, mrc.fm/script. You can have your scripts recorded, and if you would like to have them also produced, there is a way for you to upgrade it within the form or submit a super chat. We only will produce super chats that are yellow or above. All the smaller super chats will still be recorded, but just recorded, not produced. So do bear that in mind. You have another... Shall we give you 10 minutes? Shall we just extend it by 5 minutes?
I think that's a very good idea.
So you have until 5 past half an hour. So, well, no, this didn't sound well. 35 past. You have until 35 past. So another 10 minutes for you to get your scripts in, if you haven't done so already. We're going to have some fun. At that point, when the cut-off point is going to happen for the scripts, we are going to have our Song of the Week from Licked. And then we will go into... First of all, recording all the super chats, then producing all of them, and then at the very end, we will record all the other scripts. Now, that midway point is super exciting because you can learn from Ninja himself as he goes through and creates awesome audio.
So very exciting. Yes, I'll be in Adobe Audition. I'll be using some of our own sound effects here at Music Radio Creative. I'll also use my presets to show you how quick and easy it is to make jingles. It really is super, super quick and easy to start getting those voiceovers in, putting in the sound effects, and gluing it all together in something that sounds rather remarkable, hopefully, by the end of it, Isabella.
That's cool.
That's
well, Alfie is asking a really interesting question. He says, what would you both do if I donate £500? What would we do?
Oh, that would have to be a challenge.
Yeah, that would have to be a challenge. Yeah. Ooh, I wonder. What could we do? Alfie, I don't know. Mike could show you something in his cupboard. It does not sound as bad as it is, by the way. He's got some amazing stuff in his cupboards, and he could show you something else. Obviously, you will get a jingle recorded and produced. I think that your script allowance will get much longer with the higher super chats. But yeah, give it a try. Why not? So we will be definitely very grateful.
Absolutely. Bake a cake, says Student FM. That's quite a good idea.
Oh yeah, I could bake a cake. There you go.
Or I could make a mean chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah, you can make a mean chocolate cake.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. We could, I was going to say, we would send it to you. That probably would not be a good idea.
No.
We'll send you a picture of it. Would that do it?
It'll crumble in the post.
That's it. A little crumble in the post. I can see that we have lots of new people joining in. Thank you if you have been watching on the other stream and then it broke and you are back here. So that's great. So thumbs up. Just a quick reminder, if you want to have your script not just recorded but also produced, Super Chat is the way, but it is yellow or above. So all the yellow or above Super Chats will be produced. All the lower ones will just be recorded. But you can submit your scripts for free, and that is at mrc.fm/script.
Indeed, that's right. So we're going to be getting on to some production in a few minutes. Probably about 6 or 7 minutes. We've also got the Licked Track of the Week coming up. Now, if you've never checked out the Licked Track of the Week, essentially what Licked are doing, they're allowing us creators to play songs that are in the charts, pop songs that everyone knows, either in our live streams, on our videos that we create, or on our Facebook or Instagram stories, and use them. So stuff like John Newman, Noel Gallagher, thinking of some others. I used Right Said Fred recently.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to Licked, who are talking to the record companies, the music labels, and saying, hey, there's a bunch of creators here who would pay to license your tracks to use them in their creations. So we'll talk more about Licked and play our selection, our track of the week. It's a really good one, by the way, coming up very soon indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can see we have Jordan Long in the comments. Jordan has been a winner announced last week of a £100 gift card. Jordan, I have emailed you. I can see you have not actually seen it. So please email me at help@musicradiocreative.com so that we can ensure that communication happens, as clearly there was a glitch and for some reason you didn't see my email. So it's best if you email me, and then that will be all done. So simply email us at musicradiocreative.com and we will sort it out, which is fantastic.
Yes.
And which reminds me, what does it remind me of? I don't know. I've just had a bit of a...
Yes, the brain has gone a little bit fuzzy. But
just like the live stream earlier. But we are celebrating today the VE Day. We've mentioned that a little bit earlier on as well. Actually, I don't know whether, if you are watching in the UK, I think there is this little thing circling around, like a little poster with the whole itinerary of the day. And we are kind of really going to attempt and follow that. And that includes a picnic in the front garden and, just waving to the neighbours and having scones and tea and stuff like that. So we are attempting to do the whole lot.
That's
How about you?
Tell us what you're doing today. Even if in your part of the world you're not celebrating VE Day, maybe it's just a normal Friday, just let us know what you're up to, particularly this weekend. What is happening this weekend for you? We have unusually good weather, certainly here in the south of England where we're based, and tomorrow I fully intend to wheel out the barbecue and have the meanest vegetarian barbecue ever. The only thing we're missing, Isabella, we need to make sure to get next time, is the halloumi cheese, because did you know, Isabella, halloumi cheese goes really, really well on a barbecue.
I know it's your favourite as well. We will order it next time.
Especially the ones with chilies. If you've got chilies inside it, oh my goodness, that is like, wow, that's amazing.
There we go. That's really, really good. No, that's fantastic. Peter says, I made a donation to World Health Organization. There is that little wheel going around and round. Don't know if it's gone through or whether I should close the tab. Oh, I know that they've been really busy, and I've made a donation. I think it was last week or the week before, and it has taken a while. I've just left it. It was wheeling around for a while, but it eventually got through. And I think it just might be to do with the fact that they are quite busy, which is great.
That always scares me, though.
Yeah.
Does that not scare you when you're doing something online, like especially if it's involving a transaction with money, and you click go, and you're like, I'm always a little bit kind of like, when I place any kind of order online, I kind of like, I sit there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. Now I'm doing it. Click, like that. And then you get that wheel and you just kind of hold your breath and hope it goes through. And like the worst thing ever is in the middle of that transaction, something breaks,
Mikey,
and you're not sure if it went through or not.
Switch to camera.
Oh, yes.
That would be really nice.
That'd be helpful. Oh, actually, yes, we can, maybe we can talk about switching cameras. So this is me. That's you. This is me. That's you. But not only that, if we go to the bird's eye view, you'll see in front of Isabella, she now has a confidence monitor. Yay! It's what's called a confidence monitor. And it's essentially, does it give you any more confidence, Isabella, having a confidence monitor?
It gives me more confidence, for sure.
So it's doing its job. Confidence monitor is essentially, it's that screen that's in front of Isabella to her right, to your right as well. That one. And it will show her exactly what's on the live stream. And it's got a little bit of latency. So if I cut over to Isabella's lovely face and then I cut back to the confidence monitor, you'll see just a split second. There we go. You see there's a split second of Isabella before it cut. Like that, like that, like that, like that. And then there's like infinity confidence monitor as the bird's eye camera is repeating into infinity. But it's really, really good. And I said to Isabella actually, as I was setting this up earlier in the week, we connected it to our streaming computer via DisplayPort back into the graphics card. I'll actually probably do a video on this because, again, part of this live streaming thing that I'm putting together for the channel. And I said to Isabella, you know, there are so many options. We use OBS to stream. Look, there's OBS right there doing its thing. And I can send you like this really cool split screen display. I'll show you how it looks. Let me bring it up. Multi-view. Many of you will already know this. I'll put it up on my screen. Look at that. How neat is that? So you can see all the camera angles.
That is neat. In
real time. And Iz was like, nah, I'll just have me. Oh, and that's no signal, which is obviously something that we don't want to send to the stream. So you get the idea.
I get the idea, yeah.
Let's cut back to Isabella. What I can do, though, is I can change it so that you've got that lovely split screen. Let's give you that. That looks better, in my opinion, but it's more confusing for you because all you want to see really
I don't like it really.
What is live on the stream. So let's change that back. And there it is. There is what's live on the stream.
We have some nice comments coming in. I can see some of you are just like, well, let's just work as usual. I can see some barbecuers out there as well, which is great. But also, Rob Green says, my mum was in London during the Second World War. My dad was a Canadian soldier who married her the Saturday before the Normandy invasion, and he sent her to Canada on the Queen Mary and followed on a troop ship. How amazing is that? And Rob also says, I remember the stories of Blitz, and I remember the funeral of Churchill when I was in elementary school. That must have been amazing. So
that's truly amazing, right? 1 minute away from the licked track of the week.
So just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, you've got 1 minute to head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's as simple as that, mrc.fm/script. You can submit your free script there or upgrade to a produced jingle, or submit a yellow or above super chat to have your script recorded and produced. So just the last minute, last moment before the cutoff time.
Like you, Renato, watching right now on Facebook, you've submitted a script inside Facebook, but please make sure to submit it via the form because that's how we'll get through. We've also got Sell It who says, I have OCD, please someone put Mike's collar down. It's kind of poking up at the back a little bit. I don't know if is that any better for you, Sell It? Does that look all right now? What else have we got? Doug is reminding you 1 minute to go. Do share, like, and comment, as Bjorn says. Thank you so much. It's Alfie, made an order on your website. When will I get the order delivered? I was looking for customer service there. So Isabella, Peter's there, one of my old students from the audio production course that I run online. Nice to see you there, Peter. So nice to be back at MRC after so long. Nice to see you too, Peter. What else have we got? We've got Renna watching, Renna McDonough on Facebook. Hello, we are doing well. All things considered, we're doing well. And Rounders Random Rants says, I thought you dropped again. You see, I've got this little screen I can cut to now, like that. Oh no signal.
No. Don't
We're off
scare people.
We're off the air.
Don't
Don't worry.
scare people.
We're not off the air.
Don't scare
And it won't happen again. Well, I say it won't happen again, but talk to British Telecom, not us.
That's
Right.
it, yeah. That wouldn't be good. That certainly wouldn't be good. And I think that's it.
Oh, right. Okay, let's play the lick track of the week. But first of all, Noel is asking, what are our favourite colours? Mine is yellow. Look, see there, Pac-Man's yellow. And Isabella, yours is? Blue. So there you go. Random fact for you of the day.
Random fact of the
John's
day.
in from Michigan, and now we're going to play our Licked track of the week. So Licked, as I was explaining just a moment ago, if you just tuned in, they essentially allow you to license tracks for your YouTube videos, but you can also use those tracks on Facebook, Instagram stories as well. So all over your social media, basically. Yeah. They're talking to record companies on the behalf of us, the creators, so that you can download popular tracks, not just stock music, not just library music and the stuff that you can get anywhere else, but really the good quality stuff that we'd love to use in our videos. You know, radio stations have been able to do it for ages. TV stations can do it as well. So how about creators? And Licked are doing just that. Isabella, you've had a play with Licked. You really like them, don't you?
I really do. Fantastic service. Easy to license the track. And I love the fact that they are kind of like well-known songs that you can use on your video or, on your video, essentially, I guess.
If you want to check them out, I'm just posting the link everywhere right now. And you just click that link and you can check them out. And the great news is if you use our link, you get your first track for free. So you can go sign up by connecting your YouTube channel, and then you get your first track for free to use. And then after that, you can get your next order for 50% off, no matter how many tracks you get. And in the future, like, we run a contest every week where we give away 3 MRC mugs that look like this.
Ooh, that's one of them.
That's one
3
of the
different
designs.
ones. Yes.
So you could be winning that by the end of the stream if you haven't already signed up. If you have, you're already in the draw.
Yeah.
And not only that, I think in the future we'd really love to get you creating a video using a Licked track, and we're talking about maybe getting a higher value item if you go that step further with your downloaded track. So stick around for that. But it's mrc.fm/licked. I've posted the link everywhere that is possible to watch this, thanks to that wonderful multi-restream chat thing that I'm using right now. and that's what Licked do. Here they are on the screen, by the way. So yes, it's really, really good. Isabella, any more comments before I actually play this Licked track of the week?
No, just, if you haven't already, head on over to mrc.fm/licked. License that first track before the end of the show today to be in the chance of winning one of the 3 mugs. We will announce the winners before the end of this show. So definitely make sure to, find the first track, license it, and today we're giving you a preview of one that you may want to license. How about that?
This is Sam Fender and Saturday here on MRC Live. It's really cool. I think you'll like it. And this is a great tune. It's not Saturday though, it's Friday. Enjoy. MRC Live with Mike and Isabella.
Overtired, overworked, underpaid, under pressure. Always tying up loose ends. The unchained melody, out of tune remedy for the weekend, to cure the weekday blues. Raise my heart rate, inflate my pupils,
install and take it off the air right away.
Whoa.
That's Mr. Clive.
Whoa, Mr. Clive.
Mr. Clive.
Seriously.
Hashtag MRC Live. Ian Anderson Gray is in the chat. Really interested in trying out Licked. Can I use it on other channels as well? What if I multicast it to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. and play a Licked track? Well, you'll be pleased to know, Ian, that it does work. It is multi-platform, so it works on YouTube, it works on Facebook, it works on Instagram. Not so sure about the other platforms, but essentially once you license it to use in one production piece, you can place it anywhere, and technically the license they give you a URL with a license. You can technically dispute that on many platforms. I'm not sure if all the platforms, but definitely YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You should be totally clear, which is awesome, right, Isabella?
It's fantastic, yes. And I was so taken aback by the song that I've forgotten to do something important to prepare us for recording. So I would appreciate it if you just said something interesting now, Mike. Okay,
no worries. So hope that answers your question, Ian, and I hope you enjoyed the track of the week as well. Sam Fender, Saturday. Go to mrc.fm/licked, LICKD. Moderators like Bjorn and Tim are posting that link in the chat, and if you download your first track for free, you have the possibility to win one of these beautiful MRC mugs. I'll show you this one again. That one has Mr. Clive on it, and
He speaks like this, and he's rather long in the tooth. I am enjoying VE Day, and I shall be watching the speech from Churchill later on.
So there you go. That's Mr. Clive, who comes from the hashtag MRC, Music Radio Creative Live. It looks a bit like Mr. Clive, so we actually made a mug in tribute to him. Thanks, Ian, putting a smile on your face, which is awesome. Ian, by the way, if you're wondering who Ian is in the chat, I definitely recommend you go and check him out. Just type his name into your favorite search engine. You'll find all of his stuff. He's really good at live streaming. You'd probably laugh at the fact that Ian, earlier on, our live stream cut out because the internet went down. It's been one of those afternoons to start with.
Why not? Yeah.
But we're also using a cool tool you probably already know about, Ian, called Restream, to collect all the comments together from all the platforms. So before, we were mainly keeping an eye on YouTube, but now this allows us to look at Facebook and see Michael Eunice, another one of my favorite people in the world. Michael Eunice is there, loving the studio lights, which are red, white, and blue today for VE Day. And yeah, it's awesome. So now we can see Renna on Facebook, we can see you, Ian, on YouTube, we can see Bjorn, we can see Noel, we can see everyone else wherever they are, and it's really, really cool indeed.
Indeed, that is fantastic. And I think we're almost ready to record. And by the way, as we've mentioned, all the super chats, you need to be yellow or above to be recorded and produced. I've noticed we still had a few, like the light blue, the blue, greens coming in. I guess one way in which we can make sure to make your life a little bit easier, your free scripts will be recorded as first, which means they will be first in the session.
Yeah.
So when you look through, because when we save all the files, it's one large session. So obviously you have to go through all the scripts to find yours. So if you super chatted that other amount smaller below yellow, then you will have your script recorded as one of the first. So how about that?
Very cool indeed. Right, I'm going to get back into doing this whole thing inside Adobe Audition very shortly. I can see that people are still putting in script requests like Eric. Sorry, Eric. We're closed this week. Love how you guys do the show, says Rob. What do we got? Just Ollie TV. I was literally just watching your video. If you can please follow me back on Instagram. Why not? Send us your Instagram handle. Bjorn is pushing the likes this week. Thank you for the likes. Ian says, that doesn't surprise me. I had a live show when I had a power cut. The following week, the internet went down across the UK with Virgin Media. It does happen from time to time. Now, usually we take precautions. In fact, I have got a 4G dongle sitting somewhere in a cupboard, and I probably should dust it off and plug it in so this doesn't happen again. But then Ian has just he's put the fear into me that there could be a power cut as well. So you have to kind of cover both bases. Not only do you need to have a 4G dongle, but you also need some kind of UPS. I mean...
Yeah.
We have a UPS on our internet connection, so if the power was to go down, our internet would stay up. But if the power was to go down, everything would go down in this studio because we don't have a UPS in this studio. Isabella. we don't have a UPS in this studio, but we do have one on our internet connection.
There you go. That's perfect. That is perfect. So, but you know, those things don't happen that often, and you know that's the one thing we can be grateful for. So let's just focus on that, shall we?
Let's focus on the good things.
Yeah.
I did look into a UPS, but thought it was overkill. Maybe not. How expensive are they? Yeah, so UPS, that's the funny thing. Let's talk about that before we get into the production. I think this is an important point many people would like to know about, particularly if they do like critical stuff like live streaming that can't go down. So I looked into this a while ago, and usually it comes in at around $100 or around £80 here in the UK. You can pick yourself up a pretty decent UPS. It's one of those things with a plug on the end and like 4 plug sockets that are battery backup kind of thing, and it usually lasts for 20 minutes. On our UPS we've got like a router and a computer and I think a security camera all plugged in, and usually when the power goes down they will stay up for 20 minutes, which I actually think is pretty good. Like most power cuts we get here in the UK don't last 20 minutes. Sometimes they do.
Wow.
Very rarely. So that's kind of cool. But you can get the fancy ones that look like a tower PC as well. You can spend as much as you like, really. I went with APC. I think they're the American power company, but they do make them with British plug sockets, which is good. APC are pretty good. That's who I've used. And actually, like if you want to get really geeky about it, you can actually somehow connect the UPS to your computer or to your server or your streaming server or whatever via USB. And you can program it to run a script when it detects the power has gone down. I mean, this is like next level stuff. But you can essentially say, if the power goes down, do this. You know, shut down this program or close all non-essential programs. Or, you know, even you could say when the power goes down, send a chat message to the live chat saying, power out in studio, beware, might be disruption. I don't know.
No.
Anything you can think of, Isabella.
Yeah, I think that we can be going down the rabbit hole, but we better record the jingles, because the next thing we need to do is to record all of your super chats. Then Mike will produce the super chats, which is a fantastic segment in which you can learn a ton about audio production. He's like, you know, the ninja thing there, you know, goes wing, boom, you know, cut here, move here, and done, you know, kind of thing.
Very cool indeed.
And then at the very end, we will record all the other scripts. So don't worry if you don't hear your script recorded just yet. I mean, just to give you a heads up, we have 171 scripts to record. Those are the free scripts only. So yeah, there is quite a lot of recording to be done. So don't worry, we will get there. Shall we get to it, Mike? Have you got everything you need on your end?
Absolutely, I'm all loaded up here. And I see Britek09 in the chat as well, and also Tim is talking about the MRC community. He's posted a link there. I don't often get the chance to get in there, but I understand you're going into the community quite a bit.
Recently, yeah.
You're kind of having a bit of a love thing going on with the community.
Yeah, I've been picking in and saying hello. So you know, yeah, if you message there, I will be saying hi.
Sib Alway says he's got a UPS. Get this, that lasts up to 5 hours. I use for outside broadcasting. It's 3,000 watts. That thing sounds like a beast. Now, to me, that
you see, with something like this, I'm really skeptic, because in all honesty, do I want like a massive generator like this?
You're septic or skeptic? Sorry.
Thank you. I don't want so much. I do believe that all of the electrical devices kind of are impacting our health, and the more you have,
well, you're done for in this studio, Isabella.
Yeah. Do you know? Can I show you something? Hang on, I need to dive under the desk. Nothing wrong.
Oh my goodness! Here she goes. Here she goes. Let's talk about that 3,000 watt UPS.
Hang on, no. Let's.
Does it make a noise?
Hang on. Look, have you seen this? Do you know what that is?
Geo-Mac. Ooh.
Geo-Mac. So what it's supposed to do is kind of like it
sounds quite new age.
Yeah, it is a bit new age, but it is under our desks, because what it does, it's kind of deters the bad energy from the
electricity.
Electric devices, and
it's probably just a piece of plastic with feathers inside, Isabella.
Have a look on reviews. People actually really love this stuff.
And how do they know it works? Yes, this thing is great. Since I've put it under my desk, I'm getting less electrical rays in my body.
No, there is a way to measure it. So
Seriously?
There is actually a way to measure it. It's actually really important. If you are sitting in a studio like us, and you are surrounded by electric devices, you've got to do something to protect yourself, and I do think that something like this is the way. Absolutely.
How much does it cost?
I think this block, because there are different strength, but this one, I think it costs something like £150.
Cool. So buy a piece of plastic for £150, put it under your desk, and you'll be safe. Sorry, I'm a bit tongue-in-cheek at the moment.
I think he is. There you go.
Rana says, my entire broadcast from home is automated. Start, stream to studio, start, log, record and upload podcast. I love it. In fact, that's something I want to do more with this show. I want to automate processes around it. I don't want to automate the show. Obviously, we have to show up to do the show. But things like, clipping highlights and stuff like that. We've talked for so long, Isabella, about making a podcast out of this show.
Yeah.
Just the first half hour bit. But maybe the rest of it, we got the infrastructure in place at MRC to do the podcast editing, but actually getting into place some process to record it, it's just something I need to work on, really. But Renner is inspiring me there with what he's saying. Anyway.
By the way, thanks for your comments and not believing in what I'm saying. It's so reassuring to know nobody has my back. Cheers.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. I'm just reading the comments too. But we're all entitled to our opinion, aren't we?
You are entitled to your opinion. You see,
but it's got 4.8 stars on Amazon and 150 reviews, so it must be good, right? I'm not going to say anything. Am I digging myself a hole? Oh dear. She's gone silent. Like, for instance, let me just I do want to go there. So I really, really, really like Amazon. I think they sell a lot of cool stuff. But sometimes I'll go on there and I get a bit skeptical about stuff. Like, last week on the show I was talking about getting a soldering iron and getting into soldering.
Yeah.
So, and you were giggling away at me and you were like, yeah, mate, I used to solder before we met. I was a great solderer. I used to solder things.
Because I did, yeah.
You never told me you used a soldering iron before, Isabella. This lady, she's full of mystery.
I did.
The things she's done. So soldering iron. So anyway, I went onto Amazon and there are certain products you go in there and you see, and they range between like $10 and $20 or £10 and £15 here in the UK. And they're all rated really well, but they've got like names you've never heard of before, like the newest crazy new soldering iron with all the features and all the buttons and all the wire strippers and all the connectors, just $20. And I'm like, $20 for a soldering iron? Really? Is it going to blow up on me? Is this good? But it's got 4.7 stars and 1,300 reviews on Amazon, so it must be good, right? So I went through and I thought, do you know what? Despite all of this, like the top 10, all being brands I've never heard of, and like being $10 to $15, $10 to $15, what's that about? So I eventually went through and I found, there's a brand I recognize. You can get that brand in DIY stores in the UK. I think I'm going to buy that soldering iron. When it's a mission critical thing that heats up to 350 Celsius, like I don't want to be buying something for $10.
No, I mean, Amazon
is going to blow up in my hand.
Yeah, Amazon.
I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying I'm a bit skeptical. That's all.
Amazon is not great for a lot of stuff like that. I've noticed that it's flooded with a lot of Chinese brands, and actually quite often they don't even pass like the basic safety checks and stuff like that. And it's like, and actually, it happened to me before. So I bought this steam iron on Amazon, and we're
not slagging off Amazon, by the way. It's a great service.
But we're just sharing our experience. Yeah. So I bought the steam iron on Amazon, which was a Chinese brand, really well reviewed, like only 5 stars, so many of them, like something like 300 reviews, and it was overall 4.9 or something like that. I was like, yeah, I can't go wrong, right? I bought it and it was terrible. And I mean terrible, I was like, seriously? I was like, I'm returning this. So I've returned this and I've put like a 1-star review. And get this, within a week, I get an email saying, would you consider changing your review? We are a family-run business that, we are trying our best and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, listen, you've got to get the product right. It really is not good. I would not recommend it, and therefore I posted review. I'm not changing my mind. And then the email after I get, we will give you $20 to spend on Amazon if you change your review to 5 stars. I was like, seriously? It happened to me twice.
Wow. Yeah. Britex saying actually Hacko and Weller are pretty good brands. Actually, I was looking into them. I went for one from Draper, which is a well-known brand here in the UK. So it's not expensive. It was like £25, so it's a little more, but yeah, things like for instance, Peter saying there, make sure you get a stand so you don't burn things, did that. And Rob SWUK is saying, actually, I got a soldering iron for £15 and it's great. So there you go. David Silk is also agreeing that Weller are good. So that's kind of where we went with this. But yeah, it is interesting. It is a minefield out there. I've got a little tip for you anyway, something that I do regularly, and I thought you might like it. So Isabella, I'm quite a user of Reddit, right?
I do, yeah.
I like to use Reddit for everything. Sometimes I just browse through Reddit for ages just watching GIFs, and it's like very annoying because it wastes my time.
Yeah.
But aside from that, if you actually go and do a search like on Google or wherever, and you type site:reddit.com and then whatever you're looking for, so best soldering iron or best cycling pants or best sunglasses, you will actually find 4 or 5 threads of people discussing things on Reddit. And just like you wonderful people in the chat that we know and love, recommending Weller and Hacko soldering irons, people on Reddit with actual experience and knowledge recommend brands they trust. So I did see Weller and Hacko mentioned a lot in those Reddit threads, and I often will turn to Reddit before I buy something because I find that Reddit is the hardest thing to be gamed, and usually it's genuine people having genuine conversations and sharing their life experience, not saying I got sent this for free so I'm going to give it 5 stars, and it's just, I found that good. So if no one's using that tip, hopefully that'll help someone when they make their next purchase decision. But now I almost always, before I make a purchase, I do site:reddit.com, best soldering iron, best pants, best socks, best sunglasses,
best pants,
best welding
you can see
machine,
Mike doing that. What are the best pants?
best concrete. But like seriously, I get so crazy about this because like I'm, even if it's just a small purchase, sometimes it can suck up a load of my time because I think you've just spent half an hour looking at Reddit trying to find the best socks with the best material in. Are you insane?
Yeah.
And Isabella would say yes.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, shall we record? We've got some recording to do, quite a lot of it, and I think we also need to comply with our schedule for the VE Day.
Student FM was saying best concrete. I don't know where that came from.
Best concrete, yeah.
Anyway, there's a lot of love for Weller out there at the moment.
Yeah. All right, we ready to record?
Well, yeah, as you can see, like I've got me screen up here with Adobe Audition.
Let's do this.
I haven't got my spreadsheet,
Mr.
though,
Popular,
Isabella. So
you haven't got your spreadsheet. It's like every week you haven't got your spreadsheet. Seriously.
I never know where to find it.
There.
So, can you use Licked on podcast, says Paul. Is it just the one document, for the moment?
For the moment. This
at the moment, not really. They don't license for podcasts, but they are working on it. Yeah. So, yes, do bear that in mind. Right, okay. Let's hit record on Adobe Audition.
Okay.
And looks like it's recording there. Can you see it's recording, Isabella?
I can see it's recording.
You can see it's recording?
I can see. Oh my goodness, I can see.
So we're going from top to bottom here?
Me eyes. Yes.
Okay, cool. Wake up in the morning. Start your day by listening to True Hit Radio's breakfast show from 6 a.m, playing all your favourite music to start your day the True Hits way. Coming up next on Brekkie with Bjorn.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious, coming to you live from studios in Stockholm, Oslo and Helsinki. Turn it up!
Hold on to that keyboard and mouse. Things are going to get wild. Rounder's Game Room is starting now. Tune in to Mixing Up the Music with Lightning Blind Mike every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All your favourite hits from yesterday to today on Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain. Back in time when songs used to rhyme, Adrian J. playing songs for a summer's day.
It's the Lockdown Sessions, playing the world's best music, live in the mix with DJ Mackie, the original renegade.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious, featuring the hottest DJ sets from dance floors in Sweden, Norway and Finland. For the best in soul music, tune in to Save Our Soul with Theo and Richard.
You're listening to Matt Kitson, Ben Please, Renita Boyle on Desert Island Flicks, on Whitetown Community Radio, on Wigtown Community Radio.
Awesome 80s. And if you thought that was great, how about this one?
We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pat. Awesome 80s with DJ Pat will return sometime tomorrow.
Same time.
Sorry. We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pat will return sometime tomorrow.
Same.
We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pad will return same time tomorrow.
Awesome 80s and the weekend. Music was our first love, and with Corona, we have the rhythm of the night. All on Radio 251, 24 hour, 7 days a week.
We are going way back. Here is another retro hit on Ziggy Radio.
This is the sounds of Saint FM, live wherever you are, streaming the hottest topics and tunes. Don't forget to send us a message or give us a call. To have a chat with Johnny and Paul.
Can you see the names then? There's lots for you, pretty much most.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Sunday wouldn't be Sunday without your fix of 50s and 60s music with DJ Croakster. Welcome to this new webinar about cosmetics. Have a seat, relax, and enjoy.
But hang on. Biona? How would you read it?
Biona.
Okay.
Biona.
Okay. From Still Novo Studio in Italy, Flashback 80s with Luigi Biona.
You're listening to the Tapestry DJs, taking you back to the 1990s with your host, Glyn Hughes. You're listening to Matt Kitson, Ben Please, Renita Boyle on Desert Island Flicks on Wigtown Community Radio. Welcome to Radio Silk, broadcasting new from Exeter and East Devon with James Lee. Welcome to Cator Web Radio, your indie and alternative rock internet radio station. The Love of Jesus is on the air with Joyful Sounds and Rob Green. DJ Latette, the international boy. DJ Eddie King Time Tunnel Show, 4 great years in 2 hours, Wednesday 6 p.m. on Dougie Stone Radio. You're listening to Classical Sounds on Claire Morris Community Radio, 94.6 FM with Andrew Newman every Sunday at 3. The Saturday Shakedown with Renner. The Everyman Radio Podcast. Interview with Joshua Shea, former porn addict, plus music and comedy.
Nice.
Are we there?
Gosh, yeah. So those are all the super chats, which we're going to produce today.
Now, are we doing the ones in green, Isabella?
No.
Producing
So
the ones in green?
No. We are doing, those are all the ones we are supposed to do. Yeah. Those are all the yellow super chats or above.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
so you got it worked out.
No, it's
Did
just
you have new rules
unfortunate colouring inside the spreadsheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So all of those to be produced. So I guess, Isabella, I should probably get down to the production now.
You should.
Okay, well, let's hop back into Adobe Audition then and get on with this. So where are we? We're right here at the start. Start your day by listening to True Hit Radio's. Yep, that's the first one, True Hit Radio. So let's just cut this out here. Wake up in the... And then we're doing lots of free scripts after this. So if you submitted your free scripts, we're getting onto that, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, awesome.
The script submissions for this week, by the way, are closed. So,
cool.
Yeah.
I do like the way this is going, so this makes sense. So why do we do, because a lot of people are asking, like, we did something new with Super Chats. We said we're only producing Super Chats that are yellow and above. Why is that, Isabella?
We want to make sure to give you the quality time rather than the quantity. It's... essentially, it's just a new way to try and see how things are going to play. We got to the stage where I think last week we had something silly like 60 super chats, which is pretty much impossible to produce during the live show. And we wanted to make sure that instead of sort of super rushing through them, quick, we have more time with the super chats on the show. So that's what we are doing.
Perfect. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So there you go. Right. In Adobe Audition, let's get into this and let's start producing everything we have. Thank you, Mark, by the way, on Facebook, who's been kind enough to remind those watching on Facebook right now, script submissions have closed. And just about time to bring in a wonderful sound effect like this one. It's actually quite a nice way to start off. And we're using Music Radio Creative Production Library number 5 today.
Number
5. And you can go to, actually, mrc.fm/SFX to grab number 5 or anything you like.
Oh, well, hang on.
I've just posted that link everywhere.
Good. You can go there too. But we do every week. I do update. If you go to mrc.fm/FJF, which is also the link at which your scripts will be, your jingles will be available to download. I updated there too. So I try to feature what we talk about. So if you go there, you will be able to see that the production library number 5 is one of the featured on there. Also are the Adobe Audition presets, which Mike is using to produce those jingles, which, by the way, this month only is on offer. The Adobe Audition presets version 2.0 are currently at £135 down from 175.
What's that in dollars?
This is like...
Figure that out. Because lots of people are watching from the United States, you know.
$167.
There you go.
And it's presets are a fantastic way for you to produce audio quickly. And actually, I just wanted to read out a fantastic testimonial that Marcus has posted on Facebook in reply to somebody who's like, but they are so expensive, why so much? We are, he was saying that we are non-for-profit organization. It's a lot. And Marcus actually replied and he said, I already work with the presets and we are non-profit online station, but I have to agree with MRC. The amount of time you save is way higher than the purchase price compared to financial value. If your budget is small, as is ours too, try to save the other expenses. Tell family and friends about your dream, as they might understand and support you even more. Or start a crowdfunding campaign. Believe me, you don't want to miss it anymore once you work with it. That's it. So it's just such a beautiful testimonial, but it sums up, I would like to think, how majority of people using it feel. So
these are the presets on screen right now, by the way.
That's it. So if you have not worked with Mike's presets, this month you have fantastic opportunity to grab them at a reduced price. We don't reduce the presets price often at all. In fact, we do it twice a year max. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to do so. It's through the entire May. The offer is on, so you have some time if you need to ask others for help with the funding of it, so to speak.
Very cool indeed. Right, let's get back to Audition and let's start cutting some stuff together. While you were doing that, I was just throwing in a few pads here. I actually switched off the preview mode so I wasn't playing sound effects like this over the top of you speaking, which would have been funny. Kind of like, imaging your voice.
Wouldn't be funny.
Right.
You can do like a jingle on the fly and you don't know what I'm going to say. That would be quite something, right?
That would be interesting.
Wake up in the morning.
Wake up in the morning. I wonder, actually, if we've got little... that's what I'm looking for, kind of wake up sound. So that'll go in there.
Wake up in the morning. Start your day.
And then we'll do this. And I think we're going to flavor it up. A little bit of flavor coming in here. Let's grab the beat. Oh, that's quite nice. It's got a funky feel to it. So it's like...
Wake up in the morning. Start your day by listening to True Hit Radio's breakfast show from 6 a.m.
Okay, that's it. And we're going to pop in a little bit of false reverb there. So let's grab this in. And when I pop that in, it's actually going to end it on the fly.
From 6 a.m. playing all your favorite...
Yeah, that sounds nice. And then we need to cut that and put a bit of EQ in on that. So that's going to go up to this.
The show from 6 a.m. playing all your favorite music.
A little bit too early there. Let's pull that over a bit.
The show from 6 a.m. playing all your favorite music to start your day.
And maybe we'll go ahead and bring those beats back in towards the end.
Start your day the True Hits way.
And I'm going to try something a little bit clever here. So let's pull this down here. Whoop, zoom in a little bit more. And we'll just see if this works. So let's bring that in on the beat. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
The True Hits way.
Something like that.
The True Hits way.
And we'll pan it left to right. If you're listening in stereo, this is going to blow your mind. There we go.
Day the true hits way.
Hope that sounds good. So we got this so far.
Wake up in the morning. Start your day by listening to True Hit Radio's breakfast show from 6 a.m. Playing all your favourite music to start your day the true hits way. Coming up next on Brekkie with Bjorn.
Oh, and that's the next jingle. So let's not include that at the end. That would be funny. Let's move that over and this over here, and then we can zoom in and see what we're doing here.
Coming up next.
Oh no, we got a hard that we want to get rid of there, so let's get rid of that. So it'll be coming up next.
Coming up next.
That's going to sound so much better if I false reverb it, so let's just pull that in on the presets.
Coming up next.
Too loud. Let's pull it down.
Coming up next.
Fade.
Coming up.
Whoops. Fade and play.
Coming up next on Brekkie with Bjorn.
Okay, Brekkie with Bjorn. Let's actually pop that up there.
Brekkie with Bjorn.
Let's try this.
Brekkie with Bjorn.
Let's fade that in at the end.
Bjorn.
There we go. And that's yours there, Bjorn. Let's get onto this one over here.
DJ Promotion.
All right, this is coming in like this.
DJ Promotions presents.
Ooh, very nice. Now we definitely, won't sound right without a beep here. So let's bring in a beep. Sound effects, beep. But-up. Let's take the end of that. The but-up. That'll be nice. And let's pop that in down there. Let's see how we're going with this. It's going to come in around there. So we got this.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious.
Oh, hang on. No, it's got to come in earlier. We wanted it here. Let's place it in there.
Presents Radio Clubalicious.
Thank you, I don't know if it's Britek or Britek. I think it's Britek, isn't it? It's Britek09. Very kind of you to say that in the chat. Kevin Cannon also says, Mike, jingle sounds great. Love the sound effects. And Rob is totally digging the pan effects I did just a second ago. That's awesome. Stutter, stammer, awesome. Renegade Max. Don't worry, more of that to come. Right, let's put that in there.
Cheers. Coming to you live from studios in Stockholm.
Right, we need to extend that, otherwise it's going to sound weird. Let's pull that out like that.
Radio Clubalicious. Coming to you live from studios in Stockholm, Oslo.
Stockholm, Oslo. Obviously, it's got to have the little sound effect on there.
Oslo.
No, not like that.
Oslo.
And then we need another beep to pull it back in. That's going to come in there.
Oslo and Helsinki.
Oh.
Oslo.
I wonder if we can get away with... Oh, let's try this. Hang on. Let's zoom. I wonder if that's going to sound weird if I do some little cuts here on the voice. Let's try. Let's try here and here and here and there.
Oslo.
No, that sounds weird.
Oslo.
Maybe if we do a shorter cut, will that sound interesting? Just experimenting here.
Oslo. Oslo.
You can hardly hear it, but it's kind of like, Oslo, along with the sound effect.
Oslo and Helsinki.
Let's tighten that up a bit.
Oslo and Helsinki.
A bit tighter.
Oslo and Helsinki. Turn it up.
Oh, do you know what? I really like the sound effects in MRC Production Library 5. Like, I haven't used this one for a long time, but it's an awesome package.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious. Coming to you live from studios in Stockholm, Oslo and Helsinki. Turn it up.
There you go. All right, let's get on to the next one, and it's going to be this one right here. Pulling this in. Just saying, Isabella, that the Music Radio Creative Production Library number 5 has some mean effects in it. I mean, that's totally insane.
All our production libraries have really mean effects.
Do they? Really?
Yeah,
Seriously? Oh, yes. But this one sounds extra mean. I don't know if it's just me. It sounds extra mean.
That's the production with extra mean added.
Yeah. Also, it's got a sound effect that I'm pulling into this jingle called Phone a Friend. It reminds me of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We spoke about the drama series that was out on UK TV recently about the scandal of the
Yeah.
The Army Major.
Yes.
Got all the way to £1 million.
Yes.
It's quite an interesting TV show, but just, phone a friend. Actually, I got to say the imaging, the sound effects, the music on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I know that show went around the world, so if you're in the US or wherever, Ireland or anywhere else that show went, you'll probably be familiar with the branding of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the TV quiz show. And I think it's pretty epic. Like, in fact, in my opinion, it's some of the best game show, quiz, TV, audio branding I've ever heard. It's just like that, and then it's got the drone. Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum. Is that your final answer? Doo-doo-doo.
It's really good, right? Yeah.
Used to love watching that show. I don't know about you, Isabel. Did you really enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. It was really, really good.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Anyway, there we go. Let's move back into it.
Yes.
Hold on to that keyboard and mouse. Things are going to get
All right, let's pull that up into the EQ section.
Things are going to get wild.
And then we need
Wild.
and let's cut that so it's just there. And we've got this.
Wild. Rounders game room is starting now.
All right, let's bring that little zip in there and pop that there. And that'll go like that.
Now.
And then we've got a fade. So let's just fade that at the end there. And that is going to be a good one right there. What have we got next?
Tune in to Mixing Up the Music with Lightning Blind Mike every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Pablo is wondering where he finds the sound effects pack that I'm currently using.
mrc.fm/FJF. It's featured as one of the products. So
That's it. And do you often update like sound effect? Are there new packs coming out?
I'm glad you are asking. Yes, there is a new pack. Pretty much this ready for release. I literally am just putting it together. I'm just kind of in two minds as to how big to make it. It's hang on, let's have a quick look. You could actually, I should have sent it to you. You could have done a kind of preview, but I guess we can do it next week.
Yes.
We can do it next week. But how many elements? I think it's something like 150 elements in the whole thing.
Does sound like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then so I was thinking, I probably should just make it a little bit smaller. So I'm kind of in two minds whether to put it as one big pack or maybe 2 or 3 smaller ones.
Oh, decisions, Isabella.
I know. So
Anyway.
you will find out soon enough.
Back to the production over here, and we're getting into this.
Tune in to Mixing Up the Music with Lightning Blind Mike every Friday night.
Let's move that over a little bit. Pull that down.
Every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All your favourite hits from yesterday to...
All right, and then we'll just pull in a little bit of that music because it sounds good. So let's...
Eastern Standard Time. All your favourite hits from... Eastern Standard Time. All your favourite hits from yesterday to today.
Let's see if we can do something like that.
All your favourite hits.
And we need definitely need a bit of a sound effect in there to break it up. That'll come in there.
Eastern Standard Time. All your favourite hits from yesterday to today.
And then we're pulling out here and pushing this sound effect up here.
Day on Blind Cafe Radio.
All right, Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain, is coming in up there and maybe there.
Today on Blind Cafe Radio. The station that raises Cain.
There we go.
Back in time when songs used to rhyme, Adrian J. Playing songs for... Back in time when songs used to rhyme, Adrian J.
There we go. Pop this up here.
Adrian J. Playing songs for a summer's day.
And then a little fade out on that little sound effect in the background will be perfect for that one right there. Over to this.
Lockdown sessions, playing the world's best music.
Okay. And this is going to come in sort of like that. So we're going to have lockdown sessions.
It's the Lockdown Sessions, playing the world's best music.
And then another one, which comes in here.
Music, live in the mix with DJ.
We need the like that. That comes in here. And then this goes up here.
Live in the mix.
In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. And then this over here.
With DJ Mackie, the original renegade.
Wow, thank you, John Lombardo. I'm glad you like. I tell you what, I'm loving this multi-chat. I can just see all your comments flying by in front of me. Doesn't mean I can always keep an eye on them, but I'll do my best.
Because you usually found it quite difficult to keep track of all the comments as well.
I did. Well, as much as I like the native YouTube like chatty box, I find just the text on it a bit too small, and it's just, in with a bunch of other things on the screen. Whereas with this new chat box that I'm using, not only does it bring me the comments from Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Periscope, and in fact anywhere you're watching this, multiple platforms we're going out to right now, I get to see everything. So I get to see that Bjorn has just posted the sound effects link over on Facebook. I get to see that Tyler says this sounds good on YouTube. It really is very, very cool stuff, and I can't wait. It's a really good time to talk about live streaming and how we do our show. And I'm definitely going to be talking about this. I'm very excited about it, Isabella.
Yay!
I love that smile, by the way. You look very happy today. All right, let's get back to it. Doing really well, actually, with this. And I'm kind of like, I was a bit skeptical before we went on air today about the new changes that you wanted to bring in, the new regime.
Yeah.
But actually, hopefully, people will agree that it's giving more quality time
that was the plan, wasn't it?
to everybody who would like a chance at Jingles produced this week. Before we get on to more of the free stuff, I'm quite enjoying it. We want to, constantly evolve this stream so it works for you. So we don't want to sit here producing for 3 hours and bore you, because it might be fun to watch me doing a stutter, in the first 15 minutes. But by the time you get to 2.5 hours, you're like, Mike, another stutter. Okay, yeah, I'm ready to do something else. Ready to go and have my picnic. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
What
do you think?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good stuff. So,
Steve D, you're too kind. Right, let's get on with this.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious.
All right, let's bring in another beat around here so it sounds like it's got a bit of something going to it.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious, featuring the hottest.
All right, let's take this in.
Featuring the hottest DJ sets from dance floors in Sweden, Norway and Finland.
Let's pop that in there. End it off there.
Sweden, Norway and Finland.
Norway and Finland.
Norway and Finland.
That's cool. That kind of works. That's really nice, Johnny. Thank you for the super chat saying, please talk about leave streaming subject to Friday, but I don't know what you mean. Do you know, Isabella?
Yeah. No. I mean, no.
Are you saying please talk more about the subject of live streaming or Friday? I don't know. Or how you do the show. Anyway, it's very kind of you to make the super chat. Wouldn't you agree,
Thank you.
Isabella? Yes. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. Back to this.
Do you know, I was just going to say, I don't know why, and I think that's the light, and I need to change that. It makes me really red on my face. Have you noticed that?
I think I look quite red as well. Do I not look red on this camera?
No, I don't think you look red.
Do I look red on this camera?
No. You kind of look like normal, but I feel like I look red. Look at the cheek.
You got a bit of a glow, but I think you look generally pretty good. Might be a little bit of colour grading. We could get some LUTs loaded up on OBS Studio.
I feel hot on my face too, and I've got a feeling
maybe you're just hot.
Yeah. No, I've got a feeling it's the light. I don't know.
Meant to be live. Sorry. Thank you, Johnny, anyway, for that super chat. It was very nice. Please talk about live streaming subject on a Friday. So you'd like us to talk more about how we do the live stream during Free Jingle Friday? Or you'd like to see a series? Because we're already starting to construct a series that will go out on youtube.com/music radio creative. And we're going to go through, because a lot of you have asked us, how do you do this? How do you do that? How did you make that rack? What does that thing, what does this thing do in your rack? How do you set that thing in your rack? So I'm thinking of a whole live streaming series with some of the tools we're using, like Restream. Probably throw Licked in there as well, because I really like them. But we'll focus it in on audio. Obviously, video's not my thing, although it's becoming my thing more and more, because we've got 3 or 4 cameras in here now. So I want to do a little bit of video in there as well, but a primary focus on audio, sounding good, processing live, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know what you'd like to see in a live streaming series on this channel. And also, funnily enough, I'm super excited, Isabella, because the Black Magic Quad HDMI card arrives apparently on Monday.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
I've got a notification. This is really cool. Spoke about it a little bit last week. It's essentially 4 capture cards, or 4 Elgato cam links inside one PCIe card. It's insane specs. It can capture 4K on all 4 channels. I'm really crossing all my fingers that it works like I think it will, and I won't have to return it, but I'm pretty sure it will work well, and that could be another thing.
That'll be cool.
What else have we got here? Any reason you use Restream rather than a custom RTMP server? Funny you asked that, actually, Noel. Up until recently, I have been using my own custom RTMPs. It's RTMP. You've written it the other way around, but RTMP server for live streaming. That is interesting. Yeah, I always thought that was the best solution, but more and more over the weeks, I'd been getting a headache. I've been tearing my hair out. I was like, this doesn't work. This API is broken. This isn't doing like that. So recently, I looked into some alternatives and found that it's a whole lot easier and also pretty much the same cost, because of course, remember, if you get your own RTMP server, you still have to pay someone like Linode or DigitalOcean to host that. Then you have to go into the command line and set it all up, and then you need to make sure you've got enough bandwidth on your server to handle all the gigabytes of streaming. That's okay if you do an hour a week, but if you're doing 10 hours a week, you're going to have to pay a lot of money to Linode or DigitalOcean for the bandwidth you throw through them. So
yeah,
I'm losing my tongue there, but kind of that's where I went with that one. Does that make sense, Isabella?
it does. It certainly makes sense.
But if you're interested, definitely I'll stick that in my series that I'm going to be covering. And I'll give you all the options. I'll say, listen, you could set up your own server. You could even do it technically from home with your own server box. You just stick an RTMP server on there. But it's maybe not as reliable as having something up in the cloud with a big load of bandwidth to throw out at multiple platforms. If it's Black Magic, it'll work better than you expect, unless it's DOA. What does DOA mean? Any ideas, Isabella?
No.
I've never used Black Magic gear before, apart from when we went to film at the YouTube space in London, and their cameras are good, so I'm hoping their gear will be good.
That's cool.
Too. Okay, back to this. I know people want to hear about live streaming. I'll talk about live streaming.
DJ Promotions presents Radio Clubalicious, featuring the hottest DJ sets from dance floors in Sweden, Norway, and Finland.
Dead on arrival. So what is that? Is that a hint that lots of Black Magic stuff is DOA? I hope not.
Oh dear.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, if it is, I'll just send it back, right?
Yeah.
Like all of those good things.
For the best in soul music, tune in to Save Our Soul with Theo and Richard.
Save Our Soul is back. Always love you guys.
Yay.
Thanks for the super chat.
For the best in soul music, tune in to Save Our Soul with Theo and Richard.
Okay, and then we just bring in some sound effects, because of course music alone from our library won't cut it. That's going in there. That's going in there.
For the best in soul music, tune in to Save Our Soul with Theo and Richard.
Right, we'll just slightly EQ the last bit differently so it has a little variance.
With Theo and Richard.
Oh, maybe we'll pad that out a bit.
With Theo and Richard.
Too much.
With Theo and Richard.
There we go. So please explain them more on the Dead on Arrival while I'm producing a bit more. Like, what are you saying? Are you saying that black magic stuff is DOA or in general, or like, should I be worried here, or is this just, I don't know. Just please, everyone who's saying, assuming it's not DOA, it'll be great. What do you mean by that? If you had an experience in the past, share, please. Please share. Please share.
You're listening to Matt Kitson.
You're listening to Matt Kitson. All right, you're listening to Matt Kitson.
Matt Kitson.
Yeah.
Matt.
And we're going to sync it.
Matt.
That actually sounds good. And we're going to throw in one of these. That's probably going to be it. Not the second half of the effect, just the first half. You're listening to...
You're listening to Matt.
That's nice. It's subtle. I like
You're
that.
listening to Matt Kitson.
Sometimes handling of package is a little rough. Not around our parts. Our posties and delivery drivers are really nice on the Isle of Wight. They come with silver gloves and, you know, at the moment just leave stuff on the doorstep.
Yeah. Ben, please.
They're really, really nice. I guess it does depend. But yeah, we're very fortunate here to have good everything. That was one of our worries, wasn't it, Isabella, when we moved to the Isle of Wight, which of course is now leading the way in technology for the coronavirus fight in the UK. But when we first moved here, which is like 8 years ago now, we're old people on the Isle of Wight, and one of my biggest concerns was, it's a little island off the south coast of England. Does that mean all the post is going to be completely crazy, and we're going to release? Someone will send us a piece of post from the mainland, and we'll receive it like 10 days later, or someone will post a parcel, and it'll take like 30 days to get here by boat. But actually, it's just an hour boat journey or ferry ride over to the mainland. And thankfully, most stuff, well, not now because of COVID-19, but thankfully, previously, we've been receiving next day delivery, just like you lovely people on mainland UK would expect if you're watching in the UK, of course. Isn't that right, Isabella?
I know, no, absolutely. And actually, I'm quite kind of really, it was a bit of a proud moment because Isle of Wight was really put firmly on the map. So many people are like, Isle of Wight, is it like one of the Channel Islands? Like
we got global coverage, Isabella. My friend
really
Scott in Australia said, I've just seen your MP, your Member of Parliament, on our news channel on Sky News in Australia, talking about the COVID-19 app on the Isle of Wight, which Isabella and I have both installed, by the way, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, absolutely, straight away.
It's a fun app. It doesn't do much. Yeah. It occasionally pings you with a little notification.
Yeah, no, I've seen there was a lot of discussion. I was like, I'm not going to download the app. Some people are like, the privacy and this and that,
Yes, but saying that, most people have downloaded the app. More people are supporting it and have downloaded it than have not.
I was going to say from there that I do feel in times like this, you've got to really do what is the right thing and get the app. So
absolutely, I don't care anyway. I already I know they say, well, all your stuff goes to Google and Apple already. I'm even further ahead of the curve on that. I choose to send my stuff to Google. You can turn stuff off, like the Maps thing. One of my favorite features in Google Maps that, by the way, I'm not using much at the moment, is the thing where it can track where you've been constantly. So basically, it's always on, and then you go into something called timeline in Google Maps, and it'll say, today you were here, and it'll even, this is really freaky, it'll be like, you were in this restaurant, you visited this place, you went to this tube station in London.
But the reality is that we are already tracked. So people who think that, I'm not going to install it because everybody will know where I am, and it's like, well, you already are on Facebook.
That's why I switched timeline on Google Maps, because I'm like, if they're going to track me, at least I want the access to the data too. So now I get this, it's beautiful though. Google Maps over time will give you this calendar, and you can click to any day and see where you've been and what you've done and whether you were cycling or running or driving. And also every month it sends you a little update saying this month you visited 3 cities and stuff. It was quite funny actually, the email I got last month. It was like, this month you visited one town.
Yep, that's it. That was it.
And you walked for 1 hour. But there you go.
That was a bit like that.
It's fun.
So
Briteg09, we live in a paranoid world.
I really don't understand paranoid people about this, because it's like, if anybody wants to find you, they will find you, whether you have that app or not. It's like, if somebody really wanted to find you, honestly, it's like, it's impossible not to find you. If you have a mobile phone, then you are there.
That's it.
Let's produce.
Yes. It always asks how the restaurant was when you leave. It's watching me, says Rob SWUK.
Yeah.
Yes, to make the experience better for everyone. I love that kind of stuff, though. Yeah, I love it.
Renita Boyle.
All right, so where are we?
Ben, please. That's all one jingle, right?
Oh, okay, cool. So I got confused.
Got
I
it.
got distracted there.
Yeah, so you're listening to Matt Kitson.
I love to use the directions on Google Maps as well, especially, you know, when driving or walking. I just love it the way that sometimes it will mix up the route and you're just like, oh, yeah, it wants to take me down this road today. And I don't know if that's because there's traffic or just because it can.
Nita Boyle on Desert Island Flicks on Whitetown Community Radio.
No, that was the wrong one. It was...
On Wigtown.
That was the one. Let's put that in. There we go. Okay.
Desert Island Flicks on Wigtown Community Radio.
Let's bring that in a bit closer.
Flicks on Wigtown Community Radio.
Vince, 1955. I feel like somebody's watching me. Actually, that reminds me of a good tune from the 80s. I got a feeling somebody's watching me. Well, now, like, for the new 2020 decade, it should be, I know for certain somebody's watching me.
That's it.
Right. That's what it should be now.
That's exactly it, yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's move on to the next jingle here. And we've got this one here.
Awesome 80s. And if you thought that was great, how about this one?
Is that a new jingle, Awesome 80s? Yeah. It's just a very quick Awesome 80s. If you thought that was great, how about this one? I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got.
No. And then that was the next part was we have come to end of the show. That was the same script. Community Radio.
On Wigtown Community Radio. Yeah.
Hang on. Where are
Oh,
we?
yeah. And Awesome 80s. Yeah, no, I can see where I am. I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Okay.
So let's just move this on here. So we've got this.
Awesome 80s.
And we'll cut. That's going in there. That's going down there. This is cutting there.
And if you thought that was great, how about this one?
We just need to cut it at the end. Sing it, Mike, says Soulful Silk. Thank you.
How about this one?
All right, and we need to just change the EQ. By the way, for anyone who's new, I definitely can't sing, just so you know that.
This one.
That one needs to go up there.
This one.
That one needs to come out a little bit more.
About this one.
And we need to have a fade and a fade here so it sounds smooth.
How about this one?
That's good. Okay, let's move on to the next, which is going to be here. Ooh, spooky. Extraterrestrial.
Ooh. We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pat.
Oh, this is a whole jingle, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome 80s with DJ Pat will return
Yeah.
time tomorrow. Sorry. We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pat will return sometime tomorrow. We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pat will return same time tomorrow.
That's the one. Okay, so that's going on the end of this, is it?
This one.
We have come to the end of the show.
Okay. So we need like a bit of a music bed, maybe? Let's go for this.
We have come to the end of
This one.
We have come to the end of the
One.
We have come to the end of the show. Awesome 80s with DJ Pad will return same time tomorrow.
Is there any more, or is that it on that jingle? I've completely lost track.
Bye.
That was a nice false ending.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome 80s and the weekend. Music was our first love, and with Corona, we have the...
Hang on, that Awesome 80s other thing goes on the end too, doesn't it, somehow? Awesome 80s at the weekend, yeah? That's still all one jingle.
Awesome 80s and
It's a bit of a weird way that it all connects together, but I suppose it does.
Tomorrow.
Awesome 80s and the weekend.
Yeah.
Cool. So there, that is the completed script. Yes. My goodness. What fun. Right. My goodness. I think I just need to... You all right, Isabella?
I am all right, yeah.
I fancy a water cooler chat. I'm kind of just like...
Yeah, come on. We've got schedule to follow.
Oh, have we?
Well, we have. Come on, it's the...
All right, let's crack on. Crack on. Okay, back
We were going to be watching Churchill's speech.
Yes, I need to hurry up. Okay.
music was our first love, and with Corona, we have the rhythm of the night.
All right, let's...
All on Radio 251, 24 hour, 7 days a week.
What do we got here? Because there's a lot of weird takes.
Biona. From Still Novo Studio.
Okay, that's there. And then that's...
Comedy.
Nice.
Are we-
Okay, so that's all coming in over here. Let's pull that down and let's add in some more stuff. Sound effects, pads. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this.
Music was our first love, and with Corona, we have the rhythm of the night. All on Radio 251, 24 hour, 7 days a week.
Okay, so we need to pop that in. Let's double up that beep.
Love, and with Corona, we have the rhythm. And with Corona, and with Corona, we and with Corona, we have the rhythm of the night. All on Radio 251, 24 hour, 7. 51, 24 hour, 7 days a week.
There we go. That's Radio 251. Let's bring this one in over here.
We are going way back.
Let's move that a bit tighter. So we got that over there.
We are going way back.
Way back. Well, let's make it so. Let's pull that out.
Way back.
Okay, and then we'll pop way back.
Way back. Another retro hit on Way back. Here is another retro hit on Ziggy Radio.
That should definitely be emphasized at that point. Let's push that up there.
It on Ziggy.
Up there.
It on Ziggy Radio.
Nice. Okie dokies. On to this next jingle here.
On Ziggy Radio.
This is the sounds of Saint FM. Live.
All right. Let's pull that in there. Now, Isabella, as we very shortly come towards the end of the show, I'd like you to remind people about the competition that we're doing with Licked and your chance to win a mug like this one, the MRC
like
mug.
that one.
How can you win with Licked?
Or like that one. Hang on. There it is. Beautiful. So if you haven't done so already, head on over to mrc.fm/licked, which is LICKD. Every single week, we draw 3 people to win one of those. So if you win, I think there is I don't know whether you can hear it, there's a big plane going above our heads. I probably would imagine it's for the VE Day celebrations. So all you need to do is head on over to that link and license your first track, which is absolutely free. It does not cost you a penny. License your first track. It's on us. You don't pay a penny. And then you will be in the draw to win one of those every single week. So once you get that license in, it could be next week you win a mug. It could be the week after. But it could be this week as well. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to do so. And if you do, actually, what would be fantastic to know also is if you use the linked track of the not track of the week, but track in general in one of your productions, do make sure to share with us how you've used it. We would love to see. We would love to see how you put those tracks to use, which would be fantastic. Licked are a great company. We've been talking about them for quite a few weeks now. Every single week we have track of the week during the show. We select ourselves, and actually one thing that we are thinking of doing is creating perhaps like a blog post with all the different tracks of the week that we have already used. As we select them, obviously ourselves, we want to make sure that the track we select fits the show, and we really, we really like it. So if you would find something like that helpful, let us know, and we will create a directory with all the tracks.
So very awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that, Isabella. Let's hop back in and get this completed.
I feel like I said it without a breathing.
My goodness.
Saint FM, live wherever you are, streaming the hottest topics.
All right, let's keep going with some extra bits here.
Streaming the hottest topics and tunes. Don't forget to send us.
And that's going to come up here.
Don't forget to send us a message or give us a call.
Or give us a call.
Or give us a call. Or give us a call. Or give us a call. Or give us a call to have a chat with Johnny and Paul.
There we go. That's coming in just there.
Message or give us a call to have a chat with Johnny and Paul.
Then we got this.
Pretty much most.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Sunday wouldn't be Sunday without your fix of 50s and 60s music with DJ Croakstar.
DJ Croakstar, here you go.
Sunday wouldn't be Sunday. Sunday wouldn't be Sunday without your fix of 50s.
Popping this here and zooming in a little bit. That's going in here and here.
Without your fix of 50s and 60s music with DJ Croakstar.
And then with DJ Croakstar.
Music with DJ Croakstar.
And we need a little bit at the end here that's going to zoom like that.
60s music with DJ Croakstar.
There we go. Let's pull this one in over here.
Cosmetics. Have a seat, relax, and welcome to this new webinar about cosmetics. Have a seat.
And then we're going to pull that up there. And actually, let's just bring out a few extra bits and bobs here.
Cosmetics. Have a seat, relax, and
have a seat, relax.
Relax.
And then the final
enjoy.
Bit. The final bit, and enjoy.
Relax and enjoy.
And then this one over here. Let's pull this one in.
From Still Novo Studio in Italy, Flashback 80s.
Flashback 80s.
Flashback 80s with Luigi Bayona.
Definitely needs a little bit of...
With Luigi Bayona. With Luigi Bayona.
Very cool. Okay. Bunch of stuff here. Should definitely be saving my session. Haven't done that yet. Very naughty. Right, that's coming in here, and that's coming in here.
You're listening to the Tapestry DJs, taking you back to the 1990s with your host, Glenn.
With your host, comes up there.
Your host. With your host, Glenn Hughes.
Cut that there and post that up there.
Host Glenn Hughes.
That's going in here. That's coming in over here.
You're listening to Matt Kitson.
You're listening to, maybe a bit of distortion would work well on that.
Matt Kitson.
Or maybe just like that, and then...
Ben, please.
And
Renita Boyle. On Desert Island Flicks.
And bringing in just a little bit. That's the one.
Flicks on Wigtown Community Radio.
That's coming in at the end there.
Flicks on Wigtown Community Radio.
Okay, bring this in over here. Let's go back to our pads. We've got so many pads in Library 5. Always good for setting up good jingles. Back, we'll use impacts again. Okay, so we got this. Let's pull this over here.
Welcome to Radio Silk Broadcasting. Welcome to Radio Silk
Broadcasting. Whoops. Broadcasting.
Silk Broadcasting new from Exeter and East Devon with James Lee.
With James Lee. Let's put James Lee up there.
With James Lee.
Up there.
With James Lee.
And that will be the one there.
Welcome to Cator Web Radio, your indie and alternative rock internet radio station.
Okay, so that's going to come there. We'll put that there.
Welcome to...
Welcome, and that's coming up there.
Welcome to Cator...
Welcome.
Welcome to Cator Web... Welcome to Cator Web Radio, your indie and alternative rock... Web Radio, your indie and alternative...
Let's pull that down to the flanger track.
Radio,
Tighten that up a little bit.
your indie and alternative rock internet radio station. Your indie and alternative rock internet radio station. Your indie and alternative rock internet radio station.
And a fade out there.
Love of Jesus is on the air with Joyful Sounds and Rob Green.
Okay, let's make a cut here and here.
With Joyful Sounds and Rob Green.
Let's pull that in a little bit.
The Love of Jesus is on the air with Joyful Sounds and Rob Green. With Joyful Sounds and Rob Green. DJ Latet, the international boy.
This one actually could do with some kind of... that's what I'm looking for, something just like that.
DJ Latet. DJ Latet, the international boy. The international boy.
That's very cool. Moving this one over to here.
DJ Eddie King Time Tunnel Show, 4 great years in 2 hours. Wednesday, 6 p.m. on Dougie Stone Radio.
Let's pop that in there.
Show, 4 great years in
Move these up.
4 great years in 2 hours. Wednesday, 6 p.m. on Dougie Stone Radio.
And fade that one out. How are we doing? I think we're very nearly there.
We're very nearly there.
You're listening to Classical Sounds on Claire Morris Community Radio. Classical Sounds on Claire Morris Community Radio.
Let's make that a little bit drier. So we just need to move this up here.
On Claire Morris Community Radio. 94.6 FM with Andrew Newman every Sunday.
Pop that in there and that in there.
Andrew Newman every Sunday. Andrew Newman every Sunday at 3. The Saturday Shake. The Saturday. Saturday Shakedown.
Ah, that's where we can grab the end part of this and go. Pop this in here.
With Renner. Down with Renner. Down with Renner.
That's the one. And then we've got this coming in here.
The Everyman Radio Podcast. Interview with The Everyman Radio Podcast. The Everyman Radio Podcast. Interview.
Let's get that synced up. Pull this up here.
Last interview with Joshua Shear. Last interview with Joshua Shear.
Pop that one up there.
Interview with Joshua Shea. Former porn addict. Shea. Former porn addict. Plus music and comedy. Addict. Plus music and... Oh yeah. Music and comedy. Plus music and comedy.
There you go. That's all the super chats produced.
My goodness.
There
That
were
was really good.
certainly a lot of them over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good, Isabella. So, what do we got next on the agenda?
Next on the agenda, we have a question from Joseph, who is asking whether you are planning to work on version 3.0 of your Adobe Audition presets. And if yes, do you know when that's going to be? Do you know the number of times I ask this guy? The number of times! You've got to do this!
They're coming soon. I'm working on them. I'm collecting together workflows and some of the stuff that I do on a regular basis. So soon on the cards.
Right. So you've heard this from the man. Keep pestering him. That's it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for the compliments, by the way. Adam there. We've got Jeff as well.
Yay.
Doug. Really, really nice comments. Very, very nice indeed. Classy Andy 19. Really nice. So, Isabella.
We should record.
Are we going to go on and record? Have we got the free ones to record now? Is that what we got?
Yep.
All the free ones?
Yep.
I do not have the spreadsheet.
You do.
I do have it in front of me. Of course, you've sent it over to me in a lovely way. So are we going to do all these free ones now, or are we going to do them off the air today? We have a choice to do that. It's probably might make sense to do them on the air.
Yeah.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Going to crack on. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Feeling in the mood to crack on.
Let's crack on. Yeah.
In that case, just bear with me a moment. Tell us about something else that's going on. Tim has rightly reminded a lot of people that you can go to mrc.fm/FJF to get all the downloads after the show. But you might want to just fill us in on a few more details, especially for those people who are new, before I go ahead and start us recording with the free stuff.
Right, so a couple of things that is worth to know, as I know it has caused some confusion in the past. So when we do all the super chats, they are saved as one file. The same goes for the upgrades inside the form. So when the stream has finished, in order to download them, we don't email them to you. You simply have to head on over to mrc.fm/FJF. There is a download link there, and look for a file called superchatjingles.wav under the folder with today's date. Okay, so that's where the super chat jingles will be. That also includes the script updates. Mike, you may want to make sure to include that in the naming so that it's not confusing for people who are looking after the show. You may want to name it something like Super Chats and Script Upgrades Jingles.
Which? Name
on the
what?
file.
Which file?
The file you are saving in right now.
These are Super Chats and Script Upgrades?
Yes.
Are they? I thought they were the free jingles.
No. The ones we've just done.
Oh, yeah. I always label them Super Chats.
Yeah, but they're not just Super Chats. That's my point.
Okay.
Mike is... Yes.
It's getting more confusing.
Mike has lost the plot today. Never mind. Don't worry, I'll fix it. And all the free jingles, again, will be recorded as one file, so you have to hunt in there for yours at the right time. If you have provided a super chat that was light blue, or green, we will record your scripts first so that you can easily hunt them in the session. And then we will record everything else after that, just in simply the order it has been submitted. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. So the first scripts that have come in, are they all for you? All the ones in green?
No. The first one is for me.
On the screen over here. First one is for you.
This first one is for me.
What about the rest?
With no choice. Alternate.
Okay, cool. Let me start recording and we'll get onto the free scripts now. Go.
All right. Your community radio station, Double Q KWQQ radio. No. Sorry, I'm just going to do this again. Your community radio station, Double Q KWQQradio.com.
Mr. Rocks Through the Ages with Kevin McCullum.
You will never know what Crunchy will play next.
DJP Ranks is about to play a track that you'll never heard before.
Playing an hour of hits from the 60s. This is the 60s at 6 on East Lancs Radio with Chris Crook.
It's indie time with your radio presenter, Josiah.
DJ Lordchild, the Tall. Follow him on Facebook and Instagram.
You are tuned into DJ Bailey, bringing you all the latest hits.
Everywhere you go, City XL.
You are listening to Rock Radio with Dimitris Dimitru on 104.7 Thessaloniki, Greece. Sunday wouldn't be Sunday without your fix of 50s and 60s music with DJ Croakster.
Welcome. You are now rocking with the forever unstoppable DJ Unlimited. Welcome to T6 Radio, the radio only dance for now and tomorrow.
It's your number one DJ. It's DJ Donovan. Radiology News Network Radiologica. Innovation leads to leadership. Image building for radiologists. Logical radio for images. RNN with Professor Lamb. Radioactive update. Radioactivities.
With the latest in technology, news and views. This is Tech Rap Radio.
Hygiena says, it's the first time I've heard your voice about it. Sounds amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Hang on, I pronounce like E in English, and E pronounce like you say them without her item. Oh my gosh, seriously, how would you pronounce this?
I pronounce do your best attempt.
Like, so E. Okay. Item Radio, your 24 hours radio stream. We got your music and your coffee in one place. On today's live stream with Adam Rumford, it will be general knowledge. You are listening to DJ JD and DJ Dean on Radio Rex Rixon. It's slipper time, my friends.
Cy Bradley in the mix on Zach FM. From Portugal's Algarve to London and beyond, Mark Damon's Soulful Sunday on LMR, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. every Sunday. DJ Harsha in the mix, harsh electro music from the deepest waves of underground scene. Like a phoenix from the flames, they're back. Friday nights, 9 p.m. till midnight. The Moondog and Gibbon Experience, exclusive to this station. Playing a little variety and a lot of classic rock. FM7, The Drive.
Stay tuned. SAP Radio. www.radiosap.com.br. SAP Radio. The best radio of Brazil. What do they say about empty vessels? They make the most noise. Tune... Oh gosh, there is no punctuation in this. What do they say about empty vessels? They make the most noise. Tune into Vibe Radio because great morning radio doesn't have to be noisy. Vibe Radio. Now you are feeling the vibe.
Friday night party with Nev on Gravity FM 97.2.
Hi friends, and welcome to Lingo Luke, the language learning podcast. Lucas is a father of 4 kids, an avid language Lucas is the father of 4 kids, an avid language learner, and hopes you will discover how to acquire a language for life.
You are listening to Radio 23, the most electric mix on the planet. Welcome to this new webinar about cosmetics. Have a seat, relax and enjoy. Music you want to hear, music with you in mind. Nocturnal Grooves Radio. Tune in and play it loud. www.nocturnalgrooves.com/radio-1. Streaming 24/7. Like us, follow us on social media.
Feel the trance. Feel the trance energy. Radio with TDG. Feel the trance energy radio. Okay. Feel the trance energy radio with TDJ. Last time on Reading with Adam. You are listening to live lockdown lounge with Cliff Part. I'm really struggling today. You are listening to live lockdown lounge with Cliff Pearson, only on Brookzilla Radio. If you like this mix, please like and share. Please like and share it with your friends, and check out my other mixes by searching for Sarah Oakley on Mixcloud or Club Mix Central on Facebook. Welcome to my birthday party. Deep and dark vibes, punchy kicks, rolling bass lines. What is that tune? I like it. Rewind.
Beige leather, mahogany dash. Brighten up your Sunday afternoon and partake in an open sandwich with Roger and Neville. The US versus the UK. Who will win with the world's greatest music? Find out on Thursday, May 14th with DJ Collins, followed by DJ Reno, live on Masters Radio.
This is Isabella Russell from Music Radio Creative, and you are listening to The Triple M Show with your host, Uncle Vince. Old school for life, baby.
All the news from across our school. This is St. Bart's Radio. Follow us on Facebook or download from our website.
This is Radio Lewis Breakfast with Lewis Gates, every weekday from 7 to 10.
You're listening to the Tapestry DJs, taking you back to the 1990s with your host, Glyn Hughes. The best dance tunes till 8 every Friday with CJ. Hello there. I welcome you to our RRA performance. We hope you enjoy. It's time to go back to the 90s with Scott Levers in the mix. The weekend wake-up songs with Adrian J.
This is Club Sounds, the 70s and 80s edition.
On Discord, online and right here, you're listening to Radio Lewis Home Time with Chaz Trains. You're listening to Crate Digger, unearthing deep, dark and funky sounds.
You take the next one because that's a repeat.
Dusting off another side of vinyl. Ooh.
No.
You're listening to the Superstation. It's the one for music.
Health Radio provides awesome ways to embrace holistic living without sacrificing your daily routine. Follow us on Facebook.
We're more than 200 songs played over and over. A better variety, less repetition, songs you remember, and songs that make you say wow. We're Jukebox 92.7. The hottest music, the best DJs, live and in the mix on virtual DJ radio. A new update is coming from the News Centre, from Radio Reload, Halftime News. Reload, Halftime News. Don't miss the next update. Radio Popcorn, Backtrack. You are listening to Wonder Years by DJ M.
DJ Nathan Omar.
Finally, the wait is over. Here is DJ Renzo. Candy Box FM, hit music only.
Trading Football with the Badger, brought to you by thesportstrader.com.
Do you need high-quality Spigot plugins? Joshua Loves Code has got you covered. Check out more info at discord.joshualovescode.dev.
24/7, 365 days a year, through night and day. You're listening to Taka Radio, online and now on the new Taka Radio app.
Team Sexy, you're in the mix with DJ Iraguchik.
The Way Valley Radio, live on school grounds and online, playing the music you love, live during break and lunch, before and after school. Tune in now.
He has placed in your hands the keys to living in the supernatural. Please share your testimonies with us through testimonies at davidoyadopo.com and testimonies at lfcww.org. Jesus is Lord.
It's live. It's Angus Martin's Pick and Mix show across the big radio network. Listen to SJC Radio, but get involved too. Thank you for listening to SJC Radio. Listen live online. SJC Radio. More music variety. This is SJC Radio with Tom Russell. We also have this on the way. The Link Up Mixtape.
Welcome to the Art Bell podcast. Join us as we dig into more classic Art Bell shows.
On today's live stream will be general knowledge related. Take time to say thank you with music to encourage and build one another. Radio Voice of the Gospel.
Portsmouth finest, DJ Smood in the mix, streaming live at lionpaulradio.co.uk. Keep it locked.
It's not cure, it's a tonic. If you are having to self-isolate because of the coronavirus or anything else, relax. Turn on Spotify, then search for and listen to Squiggle. Non-stop oldies. Bringing you the best reggae music from around the globe. Your number one, Global FM. Reggae Radio. Keep it locked.
You're listening to
No,
Matt Kitson.
That's a super chat thingy. Don't blow your cool. It's just a music thing. Lever the Magician. Lil Magic. Border Patrol DJs. Undoubtedly your girlfriend's favorite DJs. Border Patrol is the best. True Hit Radio's breakfast show every morning. Stay tuned for your favorite music. Reggae Roadblock with DJ Watakilla on Global FM Reggae Radio.
Hi, I'm Mike Russell.
And I'm Isabella Russell.
And you're listening to Oscar Hodges on Radio Tamworth. This is God's biggest playlist, an exclusive blend of all your favourite gospel tunes from home and abroad. From Portugal's Algarve to London and beyond, Soulful Sunday with Mark Damon, every week from 6 till 8 p.m. on LMR. This is Eden Radio AM 1368. Turn up the volume and listen to something amazing. Eden AM 1368. Serving the body of Christ. Tune in to Radio Voice of the Gospel and live your life listening to Jesus. Dropping the beat is DJ Frenzy, the king of the new wave, live in the mix. You're in the mix with old school DJ with the new school favor. It DJ Johnny J, New School Favor. Yes, folks, it's time to confess your sins. It's time for confessional.
You're listening to Marco Boli on Steel FM. He's so satisfying. This is God's biggest playlist, an exclusive blend of all your favorite gospel tunes from home and abroad.
Join us every Friday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to hit subscribe.
You're listening to The Drive with Michael Forsyth on NCU-FM, your education and wellness station. This is Stephen Kramer, Radio Rock Revolution, keeping the spirit of free radio alive and kicking. Your destination for the summer's biggest hits, Wow Radio. This is The Weekender, the soundtrack to your weekend, with DJ Jordan.
This is the number one retro 80s karaoke disco. This is the number one retro 80s karaoke disco in Angus. You are listening to DJ Delboy, playing the very best from the 1980s.
You are listening to the baddest DJ, DJ Pada.
Live from home, this is Brecky with Bjorn. Coming live from Ayr in Scotland, it's the Complete Mystery Show with Scott O'Hare.
You are listening to the best station in town, Radio Candy Box.
The hottest DJ in the mix, DJ Simple, the young boss in charge. From Ferry Corsten to Kieran McCauley, this is In the Mix Trance.
You're listening to LaFay Airtime, available 7 days a week with DJ LaFay, 90s dance classics.
The hottest 10 songs at 10. We like to call it Crunchy's Top 10 at 10.
You are listening to DJ Ashling. This is the High School Musical Hour with DJ Ashling.
THR Local Top 20 with DJ Lujar on UCR FM 97.0 FM. Your voice, our joy.
Nasim. Okay. When it comes to playing throwback music, no one does it like Mohammed Nasim. When it comes to playing throwback music, no one does it like Mohammed Nasim.
Do you have any complaints or suggestions about Sebi Nation? Feel free to email us, sebination@gmail.com, or log on to our website, www.sebination.com. We listen to you because you listen to us. James Lee on Radio Silk, spinning you a fine thread of music and programs. We are Alibi Radio, playing music across the decades and everything in between. You just don't know what's up next.
DJ Alistair in the mix, all day, every day, right here. Liscard. You're listening to Liscard Radio, broadcasting from living rooms in the lockdown.
Saturday Night Jukebox, all your jukebox favourites. You're listening to the Late Night Love Affair. Do you want Peter or do you want Fanny? Stay tuned at 99.8 FM.
You are grooving with Bonnie D'Souza on Radio Clubalicious. Tasty.
Coming up on Tempo FM with Alex Foreman. Dopo Mezzanotte, After Midnight, On Air Angelo Di Marino.
You are listening to the Factory Sessions, presented by The Funky Boulevards from Brazil.
DJ Eddie King, Time Tunnel Show, 4 great years in 2 hours, Wednesday 6 p.m. on Dougie Stone Radio. You're listening to South's Finest, number 33, Selector Grant Hill, in the mix.
Team Sexy.
You're in the mix with DJ Ergichuk. Playing old school to new cool with Gary Michael on Soul Groove Radio. This is your favorite radio station. This is Giga Radio.
The DJ that makes your mama twerk. DT Spoon on the ones and twos. DJ Lord Child, the tall fellow. DJ Lord Child the Tall. Follow him on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at DJ Lord Child Babalo.
Broadcasting live and worldwide, this is Nigel Owen at Drive Time on London Music Radio.
Welcome to the Cross Country Coffee Radio Show, Season 2, the Pacific Coast Highway from San Diego to Seattle, with your hosts, Dan and Linda McGarry.
Expat life, made in Bucharest, Romania, heard all over the world.
Welcome, you are now rocking with the forever unstoppable DJ Unlimited. The home of all the hits, Hits 247.
This is Ghana's best club DJ, DJ Spencer.
DJ Ben... Sorry. Oh, gosh. DJ Benzi is blazing hot on the steel of wheels.
You are listening to Echo FM, the culture of Karamoja. The phone lines are now open. Drive Time family, it's your turn to get involved. 963-7716, 963-7717, 403-5458, 403-5459. My goodness, that's a long number. This is your Saint FM, St. Helena's Day Outside broadcast, streaming on FM, online, and today only. We are live via Facebook.
This is Summer 2020. Playing you the best hits of the 2010s and the latest tunes of 2020. This is Callum Francis on Caltech FM Live. Thank you.
I did that because C. Fury said grab some water for Isabella, so I did that.
Thank you. Very much needed. I've started to lose my voice there. When you get to like 140 jingles, that's what happens.
It's the request hour. WhatsApp 876-457-1414. That's 457-1414. This is Scene Radio. You can listen to us at www.sceneradio.scot. Say it loud, Scotland.
Seriously, I think I'm losing it now. You're listening to the Smooth Grooves Radio. You're listening to the Smooth Grooves Radio Show with Gary Michael. Disco Extravaganza, the Mega Mix.
It's Theme Time Radio Hour with your host, James Pilkington. The best laid-back songs for your Sunday morning. Easy Sunday with Neil Davis on the Cat 107.9.
You are listening to your number one DJ. This is DJ Rob, playing all your favorite hits. It's DJ Rob.
This was the mix session provided by Chris, and now start with a new hour with Gabor. Keeping you going through the night with Indie Time.
Playing you Friday Mini Mix for 2 years now. Every Friday.
Keep going.
Coming up, another hour of songs. Coming up, another hour of songs handpicked by our volunteers at Sunshine Hospital.
From all of us at Worlds Awakening Radio, we would like to say thank you to all of you that supported us during our NHS fundraiser by listening, donating, and just taking part. It's John McRoovy on Cyber Soul Radio, DJ Baba on the mix. Now, back to Club 98.7, right here on your favourite station.
Welcome to Family and Lifestyle. Each week we deliver the best hard-hitting tips on family and lifestyles with our hosts, Carlton and Leanne.
With your hosts.
With your hosts, Carlton and Leanne.
Candy Box Top 40 Countdown. The Music Land Yap. Spotlights singer-songwriters. Eastside Hits Radio. Your station. We make you feel the beats. Tune in on Radio Garden and stream live anywhere. Number one for entertainment. Thank you for tuning into Edge Radio 99.3. You are now listening to the Tassie Chinese Show. Andy, due to COVID-19 pandemic, and due to COVID-19 pandemic, this program is pre-recorded through the internet. Please enjoy the show.
Platinum Sporting Lounge in 8 Mile Rock. The Ladies Triple P. the Platinum Party portal. See you there, ladies.
Like, follow, and share content on social. Follow, and share content on all social media at DJ Wanyo UK.
JB on Fresh FM. Entertainment Plus with your favorite DJ, DJ Singapore. This week top 5 counts down on Entertainment Plus. Hey guys, we have the pure best hottest presenter on radio. Don't tell my husband Mike. He's hotter than him. It's Scott on Scene Radio and across the big radio network. He's not. Sorry. Who needs music radio creative? I do.
It's Tim Cheris on air. Do not touch the dial. If you do, your finger might burn. Keep it locked. Hello. Entertainment Plus with your favorite DJ, DJ Singapore. This week's top 5 counts down. This week number 1. This week number 2. This week number 3. This week number 4. This week number 5. DJ Singapore.
DJ Mars at the turntables.
My goodness.
That
a lot
was
of
a-
scripts in there. I hope that all recorded. Let me just check it out. Oh, Adobe Audition. Oh, I didn't hit record.
Seriously,
No,
I
I'm
would.
kidding.
I would probably. You would definitely need to sleep at the couch.
Yeah.
You
Let's
definitely.
just
would.
normalize that. Save
I was
that.
losing my voice.
Save as. Yeah. I mean, that was insane, Isabella. And
Yeah.
it's VE Day. It's a bank holiday here in the UK where we broadcast from. That was fun.
That was fun
That was
indeed.
fun. You
But
kept
it's-
us busy this week.
Well, you did, but it's time for tea and scones on your front lawn here.
Is it that time? Really? We've got to get out there and do
30
it
minutes, yeah.
in a safe kind of social distancing type of way, right?
Well,
You know.
yeah. You know, tea and scones on your front lawn. You know, you can wave to your neighbours and, you know, do all that stuff. We've got nice blankets in beautiful
Wow.
colours of the, British flag and all of that. So we are doing it properly, right?
That's so nice.
Very
Right. I'm
proper.
mixing down the jingles so
Yes.
they'll all be available to download, as many are saying in the chat. Thank you, Bjorn. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Doug, for all you do to moderate over there on YouTube. Really, really cool stuff. We've had a really good time. Let's play that outro jingle, shall we? Let's stick that
shall.
on. Here we are.
All the jingles available for you to download after the show at mrc.fm/FJF. Do note that they are all combined into one file, so you will have to search through the one that is for you. We've done all our best. We do not accept returns. It is all done through our goodwill and time. So if we've got something wrong, don't worry, we're back next week.
We are. We can't wait to be. And of course, these patriotic lights will change into another colour. What will they be? You'll have to wait and see. But I can guarantee, Isabella, it'll be fun.
It will be awesome. We can't wait. Have a lovely long weekend if you are in the UK. It's a bank holiday weekend. If you are anywhere else, have a lovely weekend in general.
Don't forget the mugs, says Tim. Yes, we're giving away
yes,
3
we are.
mugs.
Have we got the list?
We'll contact the winners. And we're going to do the draw after the show.
We'll do the draw after the show.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.